I know it's been a while. I know I said I would update a lot more than I have. But life happened. I know in my last video I had hair. And my skin is doing all sorts of extra things to the lighting. Let's see if that helps any. Anyway, so grainy laptop video, here we go. So yeah. I don't know really what I want to talk about right now, and apparently I said something on Twitter and then people are responding. I kind of want to not really give a backstory, but kind of like a short snippet of who I am. I know in my last video, stay still, thank you. I said who I didn't want to be, which is like my mother. I guess this is more of a who I am and what to expect. I'm a lot. I'm emotional, even when I try to be even-tempered. I feel a lot. It's hard for me not to see two sides of the story. Even if you're an asshole. I know too much for my own good. I read too much. I consume too much information. And that's not just me being facetious. I've actually been told that by therapists. Why don't you read for fun? Because sometimes the science journal is a little bit more interesting. What you can expect on this channel. This isn't going to be like a super long video. I've got like 5 followers. I get like 2 likes. Not a big deal. But what to expect is I'll probably talk on topics. I'll probably talk about what happens in my life. As much as I like writing, sometimes I just can't. Like, this laptop is terrible. This is a school issued laptop. Issued to me. I'm in school. For a $1,500 laptop, I would expect the keyboard to work more often than just occasionally. I shouldn't have to use canned air to make it go. Anyway. Looking at you, Apple. Anyway. That's another tangent for another day. So, in my life, I don't get a break from being vigilant about mental health. I have 2 autistic children. I myself have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 2, generalized anxiety disorder, and that's number 5 in a long list of diagnoses that have changed for me. It used to be agoraphobia, when really the only time that I was ever afraid to leave the house is when I lived out in the country. And it wasn't so much that I was afraid to leave the house, it's just that I got dizzy. That was changed to vertigo by my doctor. And yeah. So general anxiety disorder is one of the labels that I will carry. I'm not sure about bipolar. Sometimes I don't feel like it was the right diagnosis, just because I don't know if this is like a period of deep depression that I'm going through right now, but it's been well over a year since I felt any sort of manic symptoms. And I should, because I'm unmedicated. And I'm not unmedicated because I don't believe in medication or whatever. I'm unmedicated because I'm poor. And access is hard. I have tried getting myself and my children to the doctor every month for the last 6 months. On Medicaid, there are transportation systems that are technically available. Now, just because they're available does not mean that they are going to show up. And that is the problem that I run into. They're available. I make the appointment. We're here. It's not like, it's not like I just leave my house and go somewhere else. They just don't show up. And I'll call and say, hey, we've been here waiting. Oh, well, they got to your place and nobody showed. No, they didn't. We've been here the whole time. Oh, they knocked on the door. No, they didn't. We've been here the whole time. That's what I run into. This last weekend, in fact. I'm just trying to get my son has a prescription that needs to be filled for his physical therapy at school. They have to fill out the paperwork at the doctor's office so I can send it to the school so he can go to physical therapy. It's March. School gets out in like 4 months. He hasn't had physical therapy at all. Excuse me. He hasn't had physical therapy at all this year. So, and why don't I have a car? I don't have a license. And that's a story time for another day. That'll probably be a story time I do this weekend. Because I do plan on uploading regularly, just because I know it seems ridiculous to use YouTube as a diary, but it's not really a diary. It's more of just like venting and getting my story out there. And it's different from a blog. I did blogs. I blogged for years. And I still do. On my blog, it's spilledcereal.com. The title is Spilled Cereal and Empty Sip Cups. It's basically about my life with my kids. The journey over the last couple years. And everything else. And another thing that is probably going to come out, sometimes people ask me, like, why do you always talk about mental health? Why do you always talk about this? Why do you talk about, mental health rights and disability rights? And it's because that's my life. I mean, there's no part of my life that is not intersected with mental health. And it's an important topic. So to ask me to, not speak on a topic that's literally my life. I mean, I don't know how to exclude mental health from my life. So I'm still new to this. I'm used to writing things out and then editing and unwriting things. But you can't really unsay things. So, But yeah, so I might, you know, I don't even know where I was going with that thought. I might what? um, I have like a bunch of things that I want to talk about on this channel. Sometimes it'll be about the kids. Sometimes it'll be just about me. Sometimes it'll be about frustrations and everything else. My voice sounds a little funny today. It's the weather, postnasal drip. Gotta love allergy season kicking in for like 2 days. Then we're gonna go back to storms, snowstorms. So, but anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today. This is already a 12-minute long video almost. And I need to get ready to get the boys off the bus. But I told myself that I needed to do something today. And I needed to do something, not something pampering me, but something giving me some power, because I feel pretty powerless lately. And I don't like that feeling, and I don't think anyone does, to be honest. So I'm just using my voice. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get another one up in a few days, maybe a week. I'm gonna try for sometime this weekend, but if not, next week. Anyway, thank you for watching, and be kind to each other. Bye.